Good morning, students. Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning,
Yeah,
sir.
thank you. Today we will see some more problems, which are some special problems. We can say means I want to cover all types of problems, so that we should not be uh, in trouble while solving any problem. So, as I already mentioned, that how we are going to solve this equation. This is our equation. So it is of two parts: complementary function and particular integral. So first you have to consider homogeneous equation to get your complementary function, and the second, of course, to get particular integral for this x. So we are finding. So these are the steps already we discussed, and we know what are those to get your complete solution, how to get it. Right. It's now better to start with this, isn't it? Everybody are comfortable? Yes or no? Yeah. So now we'll take some more problems, right? Little bit different problems. Actually, here one hyperbolic function. Have you have knowledge of hyperbolic functions? I think no, right? Do you have knowledge of hyperbolic function? Little bit function like cos hx, sin hx. If you have, then okay. Otherwise, I will tell you. These are the problems. You may get it or not in your examination, because they were not specifically mentioned that whether it is there or not. That is the reason I am just adding this also into our syllabus. Okay, but it is very simple, right? As usual, very simple. So to get the solution for this, first we have to find complementary function. For that, we have to consider the right side part. I'm writing in the differential operator form: d square minus 4d into y, which is equal to 0. 4, right? There
So
is
it's
no
4
d.
only, sir, not
Yeah,
D.
yeah. D square minus 4 into y is equal to 0. It's a second order. So what are the what is your auxiliary equation? Auxiliary equation is what?
D square minus 4 equals to 0.
Yeah, yeah. So what are the factors for this? D plus 2 into d minus 2, right?
Plus 2 or minus 2.
Yes, yes. So minus 2 plus 2. Right. No roots are real and distinct roots. So your complementary function is c1 e power minus 2x plus c2 e power 2x. Everybody are able to write up to this? No problem, I think.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now come to the particular integral. To get your particular integral, we have to write 1 by f of d into x form for the given any equation. So in this case, 1 by f of d means here d square minus 4d into your x
4,
is
sir.
here. Your x is, what is your x? So I'll write in the next slide. Therefore, pi is equal to 1 by d square minus 4 into cos, what is that function? Cos 2x minus 1 plus 3 power x. 2x minus 1 plus 3 power x. This we have to solve it. Cos h. This we have to solve it, hyperbolic function. So then just multiply to inside. 1 by d square minus 4 cos h of 2x minus 1. This is one part. 1 by d square minus 4 into 3 power x. This is another part. If you want, you can assume like this. Let pi is equal to p dot i1 plus p dot i2, means this whole thing I'm considering as one part, pi of 1. The other one I'm considering as pi2. So if you want, you can consider and you can find one by one separately. Otherwise, you can do there itself if you want. That is also possible. If you want, you can continue that also. So pi1, 1 by d square minus 4 cos h 2x minus 1. Something like it is a function of, as I told you, it is under the case 2. if you have cos ax plus b or sin ax plus b, what we have, suppose my x is cos ax plus b form, then how I have to replace a d square term? Anybody?
Minus a square.
Very good, minus a square, right? For hyperbolic functions, if it is cos hx, for hyperbolic functions, no need to consider the sign, just a square. For hyperbolic functions only. Are you able to remember this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, for hyperbolic. So now what has happened? So d square is equal to a square in this case, right? Here a means what?
2.
2 square, 4. 4 minus 4, what has happened?
0.
0. So what should we do?
Differentiate.
Yes, supply x to the numerator and differentiate the denominator, then 2d cos h 2x minus 1. Have you understood? Hello? Have you understood
Yes,
this step? Yes. So now, actually here if we see 1 by d is there, 1 by d stands for what? Integration. So while doing integration, always keep in mind that whatever you supplied x, those you should not consider. So x is supplied by you, 2 is anyway, it is constant. Integral of this 1 by d, I am writing as an integral of this particular function. What is that function? Cos h 2x minus 1 into dx. Understood? Yes or no? Good. So that is equal to x by 2 into integral of cos x. It is same only. Means there is no sign, so cos x will becomes a sin hx. Cos hx. For cos and sin, we have sign change will be there. But when it comes to the hyperbolic functions, just go through Google it. We will get some formulas. Integral of cos hx is equals to sin hx. Okay, so here integral of cos h is some ax, which will be, I can write sin h of 2x minus 1 because I am doing integration. So derivative of 2x is 2, that I have to divide it. Okay, so what is your PI1? X by 4 sin
hx
2x minus 1. What I'm telling you here, integral of some cos h ax dx will be equals to sin h ax by a. There is no sign here, of course. While doing integration, just go through this set of formulas. I told you it is a special problem. We may get or may not get it. That is the reason this particular hyperbolic functions, whether it is included or not, even I don't know. So it's better to cover. That is the reason I covered it. Okay. Anyway, it is just a formula. What is your second one? Second part? What is your second part? 1 by d square minus 4, 3 power x. 1 by d square minus 4 into 3 power x. So how to do this? Quick. How to do this? If you have exponential form, then we can do quickly, right? Can I write the 3 power x as exponential form?
Yes, sir.
E power logarithm of 3 power x. Okay, this x comes front side. Okay, so when it comes front side, that x I can write either here or here because simply it is multiplying. So for x, now coefficient will becomes log 3. So log 3 I can substitute here in the denominator polynomial because it is of the form e power ax form. So the coefficient of x a I can substitute in the polynomial. 1 by log 3 whole square minus 4 into this function. Actually, this function, original function is what? 3 power x. Yes. So this is your PI2. So now you will write PI as a PI1 plus PI2. So this will be your complete particular integral. We have taken it separately and you done it. As I told you, you can go ahead directly without taking this assumption also. No need to take. Directly also we can do if we have space and everything. If you are comfortable, you can go ahead. But these are the different cases. This is different case. Here, in place of d square, you are replacing a square because of hyperbolic function. Here, 3 power x, you are writing this as some exponential form. Then substituting in place of d, that coefficient of x, a. Okay. Yes. So what is this problem? It is of case 3, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So immediately by seeing the problem, you have to understood what type of problem they are given, how to go ahead. Okay. So anyway, we need complementary function. To find complementary function, we have to consider what is this d square plus 3d plus 2 into y is equal to 0. So your auxiliary equation is d square plus 3d plus 2, which is equal to 0. So what are d values here? 2, 1, 2, right? Minus 1, minus
2
2.
and 9.
Okay. So anyway, your complementary function is c1 e power minus x plus c2 e power minus 2x. Correct? No problem to find your complementary function. So what is your particular integral? Pi is equal to 1 by f of d into x form. That's what I will write it up. Therefore, 1 by f pi is equal to f of d is what here? D square plus 3d plus 2. So into what is your function? 1 plus 3x plus x square. 1 plus 3x plus x square. It's a polynomial, right? So how to go ahead? When you have a polynomial, how to do this, please? Tell me. Yes, yes.
2 common, sir.
Very nice, very good. What is your name? Actually, I don't have with me. Okay, Rahul, right?
Yes, sir.
Good, good. So I have to take 2 common. I should write this particular problem in terms of binomial expansion. So I can take 2 as a common. Then the remaining is 1 plus d square plus 3d by 2 will be there. Okay. Into this as usual, this function 1 plus 3x plus x square. Good. So 1 by 2, this you take to the numerator, 1 plus d square plus 3d by 2 whole to the power of minus 1 into 1 plus 3x plus x square. So now we have to expand this. We have to expand this 1 by 2. This whole thing has something like 1 plus x form. 1 plus x whole to the power of minus 1. In place of x, this whole term is there. So that I can expand as 1 minus x plus x square minus x cube and so on. Okay. See your polynomial, what they are given, what is its highest order. Up to those terms, you please expand. X square means 2 terms are enough to expand. So 1 minus of here d square plus 3d by 2 plus x square means d square plus 3d by 2 whole square, isn't it? Minus and so on into 1 plus 3x plus x square. Understood this step? Everyone understood this step?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now we are truncating higher order terms. Only d square terms are enough. So for that reason, I will write here itself because this is a big step. I may not remember if I go to the next slide. So 1 minus, here if I split it, I will get it d square by 2 minus 3d by 2. Here in this term, what are the d square terms we are going to get it if we are expanding again this a plus b whole square form? 3d whole square will get it, right? So plus 9d square by 4. Is there any other term in that? Only second order I want. Higher order we don't want. Yes.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Higher order we don't want because that is going to become 0. Only second order is enough. That's it, right? Can I close it now? 1 plus 3x plus x square. So now we will multiply each term. Of course, this is even we can simplify some more way. This is d square terms. If you take as a common, this will be 2d square. So 1 plus 7d square by 4, right? And minus 3d by 2 into 1 plus 3x plus x square will be there. Right. So up to that, if you get it, the remaining things are very easy for you, isn't it? Now you tell me, this is the formula anyway. With this formula, we expanded this. Now tell me the final answer here. Final answer, 1 by 2 of 1 into this whole polynomial. That means 1 plus 3x plus x square plus 7 by 4 d square. First time derivative 2x plus 3. Second time derivative 2. Right? Yes. Minus 3 by 2. First time derivative is 2x plus 3. Correct? Okay. So the of course this 2 will be gets cancelled. Simply if we simplify this, that will give your, of course, after doing this, you may have some cancellations. You can check it. And finally, I will write the answer here for this. After simplification, we'll get it. X square by 2, we'll get it. Just do that. The simple simplification. Anyway, I'm going to share these slides and everything with you. So just go through that. It is after simplification. Have you understood the procedure? Yes.
So I have a doubt. We take 2 common, right, in that PI.
PI we took 2 common. The 2 is we are continuing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
How should we take 2 common, sir?
Why should take 2 common, right? Why only 2? Why not
Yes,
3D?
sir.
Why not some other, right? That is your question.
Yes, sir.
Basically, what you plan to write this particular term, how we are planning to write as 1 plus x form. See the formula. This is 1 plus x or 1 minus x form. 1 will be there in your term. Compulsory, you have to get 1. To get that 1, you have to take lowest degree term as a common, including its sign. Then in that case, we will get 2. In this case here, 2 is your lowest degree term. If I take it that as outside, I will get 1. Again, you may have doubts, sir, can I take 3D? Then I can say that no. The reason is 3D is lesser than 3D. There is a constant term. Lowest degree term is there. That you have to take it as a common. Our final agenda is here. We should try to write this into this particular form, binomial expansion form. Either 1 plus x whole to the power of minus 1 or 1 minus x whole to the power of minus 1. In place of this x, okay, we are going to get some terms like this. Those terms, once we will take those terms to the numerator and we are expanding, then we will get like this. Okay, 1 minus x plus x square minus x cube, like that we can expand. Suppose let me take it is a d term. So I will get it 1 minus d plus d square minus d cube plus and so on. This is d term, then 1 plus d square plus and so on. That is the reason why you are writing that way. In place of x, some term will come here. Understood? Lowest degree term, we have to take it into outside. to get your 1. 1 should be there in your formula. ONE 1.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. You should not get again -1 also here. Keep in mind. Suppose I have -2 here, then simply if I took it 2 common, I will get -1 here. That should not happen. So that is the reason what I will recommend you people, including sign, you take it outside as a common. If it is -2, take -2 as a common. Then definitely we'll get here 1 and the remaining thing will be changed accordingly. Understood? It should be +1. It's very
Yes,
clear.
sir. Understood.
Yeah. Right. So this is a little bit different combinations. Second, I think first and third combinations are there, and one is just simply it's a constant. Very easily you can handle this. Right. So anyway, anybody directly? I want complementary function for this. Quick. What are the roots? D values plus or minus 2y, right? Yes or no?
Yes,
Alpha
sir.
plus or minus I beta form. What is alpha value? 0. Beta value 2. Right? So e power alpha x, when roots are complex roots, form is like this. C1 cos beta x plus C2 sin beta x. Have you remembered this formula? Therefore, e power alpha x, that is e power 0x is 1. C1 cos beta value is 2. 2x plus C2 sin 2x. At this time, by this time, I think everybody are able to write all those. Try to remember, please. There is no other alternate. Okay, good. So we'll go for particular integral. Pi is equal to 1 by f of d here. D is f of d is what? D square plus 4 into x square plus 2 power minus x plus log 2. Okay. So I will continue without taking different parts. That is equal to 1 by d square plus 4 into, what is that? 1 is x square and then 2 power minus x plus 1 by d square plus 4 into 2 power minus x plus 1 by d square plus 4 into log 2 is there, right? So come to the first point. How we are going to solve this? Tell me. It is polynomial form. Some algebraic function
Taking
is
lowest
there.
degree as common, sir.
Yes. What is that? 4. So 1 plus d square by 4. Correct? Into x square. Understood this? First part?
Yes, sir.
Second part. 2 power minus x is there. How I can do that? D square plus 4 into 2
A
power
to the
minus
power of log
logarithm of 2 power minus x. So that minus x comes front side. So I'm writing something like this. Minus 2 into x. Can I write like this?
Yes, sir.
Good. So plus 1 by d square plus 4 into here log 2, which is some constant. Suppose if you have any time any constant, simply this you multiply with e power 0x. Okay, this is our idea. E power 0x is nothing but 1. So we are not disturbing our problem. And at the same time, we are able to evaluate it. I hope you will agree with this logic. Log 2,
Yes, sir.
which is a constant, e power 0x, that simply value is 1. 1 into log 2 is again log 2 only. It's not going to be change anything. Right. So 1 by 1 we'll check here. This is 1 by 4. This is 1 plus d square by 4 whole to the power of minus 1 into x square plus here. What we have to do? In place of d square, minus log 2 whole square. So minus log 2 whole square means log 2 whole square plus 4. And of course, basic function, this is basic function is 2 power minus x. Again, I will rewrite as it is. Only to evaluate this, I return this form. After finishing this form, again I will write my original function. Here also same thing. Evaluate
Plus
this.
1 by
Yes, 1 by 4.
1 by 4 log 2.
Yeah, 1 by 4 log 2. So log 2 by 4. And I think these two are already evaluated. Only this is some part is pending, right?
Yes, sir.
This part is pending. Still it is not evaluated. These two are evaluated. So that you can continue these two terms as it is in the next step. And only this term you try to expand it. 1 by 4. So we are taking 1 plus minus is there. So I have to take 1 minus d. Here d value is d square by 4 plus. Do we need higher order? Do we need all this higher order? We don't need, right?
No, sir.
Yes. Anyway, other two terms are this and this. I told you carry as it is. Okay, I'm just writing those. Pi2 is there here, Pi3 is there. Another two parts are there. Those two parts you carry as it is. So this you want to expand this. Anyway, it is higher order. Need not to consider. And 1 by 4, 1 into x square. This x square multiplying to inside. So that will be x square minus 1 by 4. 2 times the derivative of x square. First term is 2x. Second time is 2. Okay. Correct or not? Plus Pi2 plus Pi3. This will be there. Already we find that you continue as it is. And just you take this to inside x square by 4 minus 1 by 8. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Remaining, you just add it. Okay? Remaining, you just add it. Pi1 and Pi2, already it is there. Those two, you just carry forward and add it up. So this is your particular integral. Already we have complementary function. Your complete solution is CF plus Pi. Already we know this. Don't forget to write this. It is very, very important. If you are not written, you will lose 1 mark for this. Okay? So you should write this complete solution without forgetting from your side. Maybe I may not written somewhere, but please make sure that you return. So what we learned in this particular problem extra, how to handle log, how to handle some constants. Okay, so that you know. Now you see this. Yeah, what are the roots? Quick. I want to write complementary function direct. What are the roots?
1, 2, sir.
Very good. 1, 2. So complementary function what? C1 e power x plus C2 e power 2x. Okay. Right. Go to the particular integral. 1 by, this is d square minus 3d plus 2 into 2 sin x cos x. So we have the shortcut only for sin ax plus b or cos ax plus b. It's not product of those two. So you should get it some way to write this into either sin or cos, isn't it? So I know everybody knows this formula, standard formula. 2 sin x cos x. What is the formula?
Sin 2x.
Very good. Sin 2x. Now we can take your shortcut here. So what is there? So this will be minus 4 plus 2. In place of d square, what we should substitute? Minus 4, right? So if I substitute minus 4 here, minus 4 plus 2, minus 3d minus 2, I can write minus of 3d plus 2 into sin 2x. Okay? Have you understood, everyone, this step? Now there are no d's. D is there in the denominator. We need d square term. To get the d square term, I can rationalize with 3d minus 2 by 3d plus 2 into 3d minus 2. minus of 9d square minus 4 into sine 2x. Have you understood from this step to this step?
Sir, no, sir.
Yeah, here you see in the denominator d is there. To continue this problem, because of sine 2x, I should have d square term. How I can get d square term? We have to go for rationalization. For this rationalization, term is 3d minus 2. Both numerator and denominator you multiply with 3d minus 2. Okay. In the numerator we have 3d minus 2. Denominator 3d minus 2 into 3d plus 2, that is a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square form. That is 9d square minus 4. So we have 3d minus 2 in the numerator. Denominator, in place of d square, what I can do? Tell me. What is the value? 4. So yeah, 9 fours. 9 fours how much?
36.
36 minus, so minus 40 into plus into minus, so that will be plus 40. Can I write directly? 40 into sine 2x. Understood my point? What I'm writing here?
So d square is equal to minus 4. Can you explain that, sir?
Yeah, in place of d square only, you should take minus of a square, right? What is the coefficient of x here? A. A means here 2.
Yes, sir.
Have you remembered the case 2? When you have sin ax plus b or cos ax plus b, then we are replacing only d square terms with minus a square. Yesterday I discussed about this. Okay. So first square it. When you are squaring, we will get 4. Then give the sign. Right? So that will be minus 4. So 9 into minus 4, minus 36, minus 4, that will be minus 40, minus 40 into minus, that will be plus 40. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Good. So now in the numerator, this sine 2x I can multiply to inside bracket. 3 into d times of sine 2x means derivative of sine 2x. As we know, d stands for d by dx. So derivative of sine 2x is what?
Cos 2x into 2.
Yeah, cos 2x into 2. So 6, I can write directly 3 into 2, that is 6 cos 2x and minus 2 sine 2x. Just I multiplied this term to this brackets divided by 40. This 40, if you want, we can give 40 to both the terms by splitting. Okay? Right? So, and as usual, if you want, you can simplify. So, we will get it. This will be 3 by 20. This will be 1 by 20. Right? After simplifying, this will be 3 by 20. This will be 1 by 20. So, that is your particular integral. There are no d's now. Yes. Understood? Here what will learn? Directly they may not give the function, they may give indirectly, so you have to make it in your shortcut form. Then and only you can solve this. That's what I try to tell in this example. I took this type of examples, whole thing in this class. All different types of examples. So now you tell me this. Yes?
3 and 1, sir.
Okay, 3 and 1. So complementary function is what? C1 e power x plus C2 e power 3 and 1. Okay, 3x. This is your complementary function. Roots are, what is your roots? 1, 3, I think. So you can write this way. Good. So when you go to the particular integral, there is a problem for us. So how we can do this? 1 by d square minus 4d plus 3 into So what is there here? What is happening? Yes. How we can do this? I can write this as 1 by 2 into 2 sine 3x into cos 3x. Can I write? What I am doing here, I am trying to write 2 sine A cos B form, product form. So we can apply product sum rule here. Because we don't know directly, we can't evaluate this particular problem, right? So this is 1 by 2 d square minus.
Sir, you wrote cos 3x, sir. Cos 2x, it's there, sir.
Yeah, cos 2x only. If it is cos 3x, cos 2x, right? Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, if it is cos 3x, directly we can write our sin 2x formula, right? Sin 6x, something like that. These are different angles. Sin 3x, cos 2x, right? Good, good. Yeah, what is our idea here? I want to make you some standard formula. I try to get it some either sines or cos form. Then only I can apply. You know very well. You can apply only shortcut for those. So minus 4d plus 3 into, and
Sir,
now you, yeah. Tell
cos
me.
of A minus B minus cos of A plus B, 2 sin A cos B.
2 sin A cos B formula is what?
Cos of A minus B minus cos of A plus B.
We are not applied. We are not yet applied the formula.
No, sir, that is the formula, sir. Cos of A minus B minus cos of A plus B is 2 sin A cos B.
You check it one more time. That is sin A plus B plus sin A minus B form. 2 sin A cos B formula is sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. Just check it.
Yes,
Anyway,
yes.
yeah. So anyway, till I am not applied that. If I now apply this 2 sin A sin B cos B form, that will be, as I told you, formula for this is sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. That is the formula. So if I do the same thing for this values, what I will get it? Sin 3x plus 2x sin 5x, okay, plus sin x, 3x minus 2x. Got it? This is equal to 1 by 2. I can multiply this whole polynomial to inside. 1 by d square minus 4d plus 3 into sin 5x is 1. 1 by d square minus 4d plus 3 into sin x is other one. 1 by 2 is which is constant outside. So now sin 5x means in place of d square I can substitute. I think from this you can do it. Are you able to do this now? I need answer from you. Actually, why I took this problem? I want to tell you how to convert this sin 3x, which is a product sin 3x into cos 2x into sines and cos, so that we are using your formula by adjusting, by multiplying and dividing 1 by 2, so that we are able to get this form. So after that, of course, this you can take it as some particular integral 1, this you can take it as some another particular integral 2. You can do it separately or you can do it there itself and try to get the results. Because we've done so many problems like this, same way. Right, how to handle this? Anybody, can you find complementary function? Tell me, someone. What are those complementary? This is d cube. You can use your calculator. Use your calculator.
Sir, 1, 2, and 2. Sir.
Thank you. 1, 2, and 2. So if your D is values are 1, 2, and 2, then your complementary function is one is distinct root, so C1 e power x. The other two roots are repeated roots. So C2 plus C3 x into e power, that repeated root value is 2, so 2x. So this how to write your solution, complementary solution for this problem. Now, particular integral 1 by d cube minus 5d square plus 8d minus 4, this whole thing 1 by whole thing into what is there here, e power x plus 1 whole square. Directly we don't have, but we can expand this, right? E power x plus 1 whole square is there. So this we can write it up as 1 by d cube minus 5d square plus 8d minus 4. This when I am expanding e power x whole square, that is e power 2x, 2 into e power x plus 1 square value is 1. Right? So you can expand like this, a plus b whole square formula. Now we can apply each one separately. 1 by d cube minus 5d square plus 8d minus 4 into e power 2x plus again 1 by d cube minus 5d square plus 8d minus 4 into 2 times of e power x plus 1 by this whole thing, d cube minus 5d square plus 8d minus 4 into 1. This we can write it up as, I told you, whenever you have a constant, I can write into e power 0x. Right? So all these functions individually, very, very simple functions. If you see, directly we can substitute here those values. Yes. If you substitute, sometimes you may get 0. Then what should we do? Suppose if I substitute here, what is going to be happen? Tell me. First one. If I substitute here, we are getting 0, right? Because 1 is your root, already we know that. 2 is also your root. So 2 is substituted in the polynomial, definitely it is going to be 0. So supply x to the numerator and differentiate the denominator. If I differentiate, what I will get it? 3d square minus 10d plus 8 into e power 2x. What about here? Here also e power 1 into x. 1 is also root, isn't it? So that means it is going to be satisfied. So you should apply your logic quickly. So e power 1x, 1 is also your root. So again, so that it is going to be satisfied, supply 1x to the numerator and differentiate. That will be 3d square minus 10d plus 8 into e power x. What about this? If I substitute 0, simply all these terms are 0, minus, what I will get it? Minus 1 by 4 I will get it. This is 4, right? Minus 1 by 4 I will get it. 0 I am substituting here in all days. Okay, this is evaluated. Last part is evaluated. This part, again if I substitute, what is going to happen? Yes? Are you going to get 0 or not? Or something you are getting differently?
0 will get.
If you are getting 0, supply 1 more x to the numerator and differentiate the denominator, then that will be 6d minus 10, okay, into e power 2x. That is your first part. Second part also, let me check. Second part, I think it is okay, right? Directly we will get the result. 2x by what is the value? If I substitute 1?
1.
1. Good. So 2x simply into e power x minus 1 by 4. So these two parts are over. These two parts are over. And here still d's are there. Now you substitute d here. In place of d, 2 you substitute. Are you getting answer or not? X square by 2 into e power 2x plus other two terms. Okay. So x square e power 2x by 2 plus 2x What is this? The remaining one? 2x e power x minus 1 by 4. Very good. So this is your particular integral, and we have your complementary function. So both you add it up, that will give your complete solution. Right? So I hope you understood all those things. If you have different types of problems, so no need to worry. You try to change it. How to solve this problem? Tell me. I'm not going to do this. How to solve this? 4 into cos square x. Can you write either in terms of sine or cos? Yes.
1 minus sin square x.
Yeah, 1 minus sine square. But even sine square is there, right? Sine square you don't have shortcut. That is the problem. You have to write either in terms of sine ax plus b or cos ax plus b. Only two things are there with us. You know that cos square x formula is what? 1 plus cos 2x by 2. Have you remembered?
Yes, sir.
So what? Yeah, what we'll do? 4 times of 1 by 2 cos 2x plus 2 we will substitute here, and this will be something like 2 plus cos 2x by 4. Okay. So whenever we have a constant, we have to take 2 e power 0x. This case anyway you know already. Cos 2x. 1 by 4 is constant. Cos 2x you can do that. So I will write your particular integral here. How to write it up? Pi is equal to 1 by this will be your d square plus 3d plus 2 into first one is 2 when I multiplied 2 e power 0x I have to write, plus second one is again 1 by d square plus 3d plus 2 into we have 1 by 4. I can write this multiple of 4, no problem, and the remaining is cos 2x. That's all. And these are noun problems to you. You know here e power 0x means directly I can substitute 2 by 2. I will get it 1 here. This whole part is
Sir, 2 cos 2x you will get, sir.
2 by
Second one, 2 cos 2x you will get now, sir.
1 to which one? This part? We are talking about this part.
Now, sir, next part.
Second
2
part.
cos 2x, sir. No,
Okay,
sir,
okay.
no.
Oh, when I multiplied, right. You are correct. Good. Yeah. So we will get 2 only. Yes. 2 cos 2x. So 2 is there, then cos 2x, then directly substitute it, you will get it. I hope you understood all these types, the different types, right? Please try to do as many as possible. You have to work it out. Only with the practice, you will be comfortable all those problems. And combination of anything, something like x square with e power ax, or x power m with e power x, or cos 2x into maybe some e power x. All those combinations are not there in your syllabus. Don't take those, even it is there in our textbook. Okay? We have only 3 cases. Remaining 3 cases, they are not included. So whatever I discussed, that you go ahead. Clear? So in the next class, we will take different topic, new topic, variation of parameters, method of variation of parameters that we will discuss. So today I have one more technology session with some PU students, so I have to go ahead. I will stop now.